Top Gun: Maverick soars to IMAX-Record $32.5 million at global 4-day Memorial Day weekend box office. Top Gun: Maverick continues to shatter expectations, with the sequel earning $32.5 million in IMAX theaters internationally. This propelled the Tom Cruise sequel to secure the largest Memorial Day weekend total for IMAX, in addition to securing several other impressive records. $21 million of Maverick's IMAX total in North America accounted for 14% of its domestic haul, which is impressive and speaks to audiences' eagerness to see the film's action and scale on the biggest screens possible. These numbers also further justify the sequel, as it was filmed specifically for IMAX. Globally, Maverick earned $28.2 million globally and $17.8 million domestically in IMAX. Across theaters globally, the film secured $248 million, with $151 million of that coming domestically across the 4-day weekend. In IMAX theaters, the sequel nabbed the biggest opening weekend ever for a Tom Cruise film, as well as the biggest Memorial Day weekend opening ever. This film truly couldn't have come at a better time, and is certainly worthy of these accolades. Both critics and audiences alike have enjoyed this film and the theater-going experience it offers. IMAX is continuing to ride their high from the end of 2021, which saw the immersive filming/screening format have its best fourth quarter at the box office since 2017. 5 major releases, all filmed for IMAX, earned more than $25 million in IMAX theaters. Spider-Man: No Way Home topped that list with $83.1 million, while Dune and No Time to Die followed with $43.9 million and $43.7 million, respectively. Earlier this year, IMAX reached $10 billion in its lifetime box office, aided in larger part by Warner Bros. And their DC film, The Batman. Maverick could just be the start of another promising year for this large screen format, as there are several other major films slated for release. Namely, Thor: Love and Thunder, Jordan Peele's Nope, and Creed 3 were filmed in IMAX, just as Maverick was. Aside from those films, there are also several others which lend themselves to this kind of theatrical experience, with James Cameron's Avatar 2, The Way of Water topping that list. Jurassic World, Dominion, Lightyear, Bullet Train, and Black Adam are some other films that will more than likely pull in some large totals in this format later this year. Top Gun: Maverick is now in theaters. Top Gun: Maverick delivers Tom Cruise's career-best box office debut with $124 million. Top Gun: Maverick exceeded all expectations with a $124 million 3-day debut, including $19.3 million from Thursday previews, and is poised to deliver an extended 4-day opening of $151 million. That'll make it the biggest opening for Tom Cruise, whose 4 decades of stardom are celebrated in the very meta-action sequel. Maverick made $51.8 million on Friday, including previews, and another $38 million on Saturday. A $151 million 4-day finish will put it just shy of the current Memorial Day record holder, Disney's Pirates of the Caribbean, at World's End, which made $153 million in 2007. There is, however, some debate over the box office reporting for that particular weekend. Internationally, Maverick added another $124 million, for a worldwide debut of $248 million. It's Paramount's second biggest live-action worldwide debut after Transformers: Age of Extinction. But this is by far Cruise's personal best. It doubles the $62 million 3-day opening that Mission Impossible Fallout delivered back in 2018, and is way ahead of the 3-day opening of Steven Spielberg's War of the Worlds in 2005, $65 million. Cruise was firm about releasing the film in theaters, and his long game with Paramount appears to have played off wonderfully. This is especially notable because it comes at a tenuous time when studios were rushing releases and offloading all kinds of titles. But Paramount clearly had faith in Maverick, premiering it weeks ahead of release and sending Cruise on a globe-trotting publicity tour that took him to San Diego, Cannes, London, and Tokyo. The gamble paid off, with Maverick zooming into a record number of U.S. theaters, 4,735, with breathtaking buzz, spectacular reviews, and a phenomenal A+ cinema score. The first Top Gun was released in 1986 and cemented Cruise as a star. Directed by the late Tony Scott, it made $176 million domestically, around $420 million adjusted for inflation, and $357 million worldwide. Maverick is directed by Joseph Kosinski and has a reported budget of $170 million, not including publicity and any pandemic-related overheads. Disney's Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness took a distant second spot, with $16.4 million in 3 days and an estimated $21.1 million over the 4-day extended weekend. The superhero sequel's running domestic total stands at a little over $375 million. Worldwide, the film is closing in on the $900 million mark. The week's second major wide release, The Bob's Burgers Movie, is expected to finish at the lower end of expectations. The film took $12.6 million across 3 days, with a 4-day finish estimated at $15 million. Downton Abbey, A New Era dropped 63% for a second weekend haul of $5.9 million. The film is expected to finish with $7.5 million across the extended weekend, taking its running domestic total to $30 million and nearly $69 million internationally. It has some ground to cover if it wants to match the first Downton Abbey film's performance. That movie made nearly $100 million each domestically and internationally, for a worldwide haul of $194 million. The Bad Guys rounded out the top 5 with $4.6 million. By Monday, the film is expected to make $6.1 million, taking its running domestic total to $82 million. Brad Bird's Iron Giant score gets a vinyl release date. The Iron Giant's original motion picture soundtrack will receive a deluxe 2LP vinyl release on August 5th. It is now available for pre-order at all retailers. The casing for the 2 records includes a tab opening involving the giant's eyes. The color of the eyes depends on which record sleeve is behind the cover. The case itself has 2 different yet awesome eye openings as well, with a choice between defense and normal mode. The extra interactive touch to case design alone is enough to buy the vinyl collection, honestly. However, the music is also worth checking out and has since become one of the most iconic soundtracks of any animated feature. The score was written by late composer Michael Kamen, whose work in music earned him a top-ranking spot in music arranging. He became a sought-after composer after working with A-list artists such as Pink Floyd, Queen, Eric Clapton, Tom Petty, David Bowie, and more. Over the course of his film and television career, Kamen was nominated for 2 Academy Awards. His award wins include 3 Grammy Awards, 2 Golden Globes, an Emmy Award, an Annie Award, and 2 Ivor Novello Awards. The Iron Giant was released in theaters in 1999 and is based on The Iron Man, a 1968 short novel by Ted Hughes. The animated film, directed by Brad Bird, is set during the Cold War and tells the story of a loner 9-year-old, Hogarth Hughes, who discovers a 50-foot-tall alien robot that crashes on Earth near his town of Rockwell, Maine. After discovering the giant to be good-natured, docile, and curious, Hogarth befriends the robot, and they form a friendship. Hogarth then teaches the robot about comics and compares his new metal friend to a superhero. Meanwhile, a xenophobic United States government agent has invaded Hogarth's town to find out all that he can about the crash and the mysterious robot sightings in the area. With his new friendship in danger, Hogarth must find a way to safely hide the giant and throw the agent off their trail. Though it had a stellar cast and out-of-this-world visuals for its time, The Iron Giant was a memorable film to critics upon release with overall favorable reviews, but it took some time before it became the cult classic that it is today. Many 90s kids out there know this movie by heart. It has a huge following among animation fans, and the soundtrack is undoubtedly incredible. So, it's definitely worth checking out this new vinyl release. Dwayne Johnson reveals Black Adam trailer release date. While Marvel is on the verge of having a major summer, DC is looking to have a killer fall. One of their highly anticipated films coming out later this year is Black Adam. After many years in development and a few delays, Dwayne Johnson is finally taking the throne this October as the famous anti-hero. Fans have been anxiously waiting for the first full trailer for the film, and with the summer movie season in full swing, it was a surefire bet that the trailer would be dropping soon. Now Johnson has taken to his Instagram to announce that a trailer for Black Adam will be released on Wednesday, June 8th. In Johnson's heartfelt post announcing the trailer, the actor once again expressed his dedication and commitment to the role. Johnson has not been shy about how much he cares about this character and how much preparation he puts in on a daily basis. This particular post focused on the iconic throne of Black Adam. For the millions of you who know the Black Adam mythology, you understand the meaning and power of this throne, Johnson wrote. He continued on saying, "I made a promise to myself that I wouldn't sit on it until we shot the actual scene where Black Adam has earned his right to take his sacred place on high. His throne is a big deal." The photo, along with his new post, sees Johnson in costume once again. The actor is seen reading script pages as he sits in front of Adam's throne doing his homework. He also revealed in the post that they had finally filmed the iconic moment when Adam sits on his throne for the first time. Adam sitting on his throne is an iconic comic book moment that has been cemented in the minds of fans thanks to brilliant artists like Alex Ross, and as such, there is significant anticipation among fans to see the legendary panel brought to life in the upcoming film. While we have seen pieces of footage for this film in storyboard trailers and sizzle reels, this upcoming trailer is going to be the first extended look at various aspects of the film. This is not just a film introducing Black Adam. This is an epic story that is ambitiously introducing the Justice Society of America to casual moviegoers. It is going to be interesting to see new characters such as Pierce Brosnan's Dr. Fate, Noah Centinio's Atom Smasher, and Aldous Hodge's Hawkman in this upcoming trailer. Black Adam is currently in the middle of reshoots, but the film is set to be released in theaters on October 21st, with the trailer coming out on June 8th.